Hey guys, Aussie Expat here. Just came back from Las Vegas Swatch store at New York. And pretty much everything's done and dusted, but there's still probably hundreds of people out there still waiting in line for different reasons. I just wanted to give everyone a quick cliff notes on how the Las Vegas Swatch Moonswatch release went. Quick wristwatch check wearing the Speedmaster. There were quite a few people in line that also had a Speedmaster. That was really good to see. So just going off like the most important facts first, as best as we can tell, they eventually gave out tickets to people in the line. This happened at about, I'd say 7:30, something like that. Took a little bit of time to do that. Everyone who got a ticket, they were numbered tickets. The last ticket was 278. My understanding is the very first person in line was there around 10 a.m. on Friday, the previous day. About sixth down the line, so you're still really early, was someone who was there at about 1 p.m. The first watch that sold out was the Uranus, the baby blue one, and that sold out at around ticket number 37. And my understanding, that ticket 37 was near Random Rob, who I met in the line, and I met him after he got his watch, but he's saying that the baby blue was sold out around 37, and that would have been at about 4 p.m. That person arrived. So the last person in line at 278 that got a ticket, they arrived at about 1:40 a.m. So that's the cutoff. You would have seen a watch at 1:40 a.m. But to get the pick of the bunch, if you happen to want the same thing that everyone else wants, which is the baby blue, you would have had to have gotten there at around about 4 p.m. Swatch did an excellent job here. They organized a very good, dense, tight, velveted rope area. Everyone in America is very polite, so I couldn't fish from anyone anything negative to say about how the line was managed, and there was no issues of cutting in line or anything like that. The rest of the world gives America shit on a lot of things, but this event shows that Americans in general behave very well, especially even in a crazy town like Las Vegas. So really, really cool. So clearly this particular Swatch location got far more allocation than any other Swatch store. They opened their doors at 8 a.m., about an hour ahead of their normal schedule. I think for some people say, oh, they opened early, that kind of sucks, but no, not at all. Look, the person who, they could have opened their doors at 1 a.m. and everyone who should have gotten a watch would have gotten a watch if they were open at 1 a.m. Now all that's happening is something I noted is that a lot of places around the world simply didn't open. Now some did open and then closed shortly after, saying it's sold out. Now it is conceivable to think, oh, 150, oh, it's gone already. That isn't much compared to demand. Yes, it's true, but the physical aspect of just selecting a watch, communicating that, getting your card swiped, putting it in the bag, going up the door, this takes at least a minute. And if you're talking about 150 watches, you should see the store open for 3 hours before they would sell out. And I'm not too sure if any location did that. I haven't heard anything bad about the New York opening, so maybe that went okay. I'm going to try find some views on that. But they were processing them here at about a minute and a half for each person. So we're talking about at 278, we're talking like a 4-hour, 5-hour processing time. So when I left, it was after an hour, and they only just processed like number 46 or something like that. So we are talking about a lot of people out there now, and it's a very sunny day in Vegas, who are standing out there, who have their ticket, but will probably be in the sun for the next 4 hours. And I was only there for like an hour in the early morning, and I got a little bit of sunburn, and I was wearing a hat. So I really hope they take care of everyone out there. But as far as line management goes, it's been very good. One aspect though is people do have some reason to line up beyond the 278, that last ticket, because you don't promise more than what you can deliver. And so 278 may be likely underneath the actual amount that store has. However, they're going to have to wait for everyone who has a ticket to be processed to figure out whether or not whether or not there was anything left over for standby at all. So I think that's really tricky, because you're now talking about putting people waiting in the sun for 5 hours, and there's no shade out there on the strip. So I really worry that they're not going to be catered to. I hope Tristan goes out there and figures it out. Like maybe Tristan's store manager, maybe give them like standby tickets, saying like, we can hand out 20 standby tickets, but you're not guaranteed a watch. You're only getting a watch if these people bail out or decide not to pick it up or something. They've got a flight to go to, they have to bail on their ticket. Realities, they could probably sell that ticket to someone else, which I saw some people trying to do. So I just hope that people aren't wasting their time all day on stuff like this. I mean, I just don't think it's good customer service to make people wait or be in pain for no real reason, right? I mean, we already know what the allocation is, so there's no real reason to cause people to wait. So yeah, in terms of composition of who was there, you can check out my live stream. It was really, really fun. I had a lot of fun going out there, talking watches with so many people. Random Rob, who spent the day in line, said that he had, there's a lot of watch talk going on in that head of the line there. So overall, really cool. I did see someone trying to sell their ticket, but that might be understandable, right? I mean, there's still going to be hours to go, and maybe the watch that they wanted is already sold out. So if you wanted a Uranus, why are you still waiting in line? Maybe someone else wants something else. Okay, sell a ticket, have to wait there in the sun. I can forgive that. So yeah, it was really, really interesting. I think they did the best that they could. I think going forward, you are going to see a lot of these on the grey market, and Swatch probably sold more of these out of their Las Vegas store, or will sell out of their Las Vegas store today more than any other place. One, they actually are selling them. They're processing those people. They are getting their allocation out the door and not just sitting and saying, oh, we're sold out. And two, they had a big allocation. So 278 is far more than any other location that I'm aware of on the planet. They actually opened and they are delivering watches. So I really, really have to give a big call out to Tristan, the manager there. He did what so many other Swatch managers around the world did not do, or did not foresee to do, or didn't figure it out or reach out to help. He had a lot of staff on hand. I'm hearing like the Australian release only had one staff member or something, just completely atrocious. So yeah, big up for the Las Vegas crew, and I'm really happy to see so many people that are watch collectors, well behaved, and things going off without a hitch. All I can say is stay cool out there, guys. Until next time.